And I tell you what, that's why businesses run so well. I'll jump on a call every now and again, or I'll be there not because I'm cracking a whip and looking to fire someone, because I haven't lost my fidelity. I still love this. Why do you think individuals teach painting classes? They're the greatest artists and they want to pay it forward. You want to get paid, you'll make your money. Fine. But I'm thinking of the philosophy of paying it forward. And so us Generation Xers that know how to give second and third chances and the right things that were said in the movies we watched and the books we read, and that's all. Because if you're true to yourself, I think this AI chat is fine. I think it can help with certain things, but there's nothing better than writing your own composition. And if you take 1,000 pictures and they're all bad, but you got that one, you will never get the butterflies if you constantly do AI. You'll never get the sincere empathy, the blood, sweat, and tears, or the essence of Yolanda. I would have never, ever, the point of the pyramid you will never get unless it's the interaction between her creating, me receiving, and both of us through that electromagnetic energy transfer. Will always be a cold metal bench at a bus stop. It's convenient, but it's not raw. And so, once again, do not be fooled for what you see on TV. I'm a boss that collects pinball machines. No one does that. None of my friends started a call center. None of my friends were Spanish majors. So, how in God's name can I compare it to the majority of my friends and people I went to school with? And then I look at it at a much larger scale. But in the world, I'll find some people that might have a game or learn Spanish at a center. Fine, I might meet someone. But for the most part, I had to, in my hero's journey, create my own. I had to slay Medusa with that blade and just to take on life. And so it's a scary thing, but it's the most beautiful thing because when I'm 99 years old, about to be 100 and about to die, I'm going to look back on my life and know that I did. And that's a very nice thing to feel at the end.
Oh, I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I truly love that you said that, it's okay to jump in and do some of those things that you like to do. If you want to go make a burger and you have a restaurant and you want to go into the kitchen and put the burger together, that's great. If you want to jump on and do some calls, if you own a call center, it's okay to do that because those are some of the things that you enjoy doing. Some
That's
people
right.
feel that leaders or managers or directors or CEOs shouldn't be that hands-on.
No, no, no. They should have the monocle, the mustache, right? The cigar, the top hat. I'm thinking what the Monopoly guy, belly, right? Sitting there with his legs crossed on his desk with the big money bag, right? Money bag. Hey, what schmucks? You got to be kidding me. Don't you realize that when you do these things, besides getting the self satisfaction, think about when the people look at you and how they respect you. That's the real, real deal.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
greatest leaders with their people,
Yeah.
leading,
Yeah.
leading the
Yeah. Yep.
charge.
Yep. And they're doing. And just a little sidebar, there's been points of my career where I have, as a leader, jumped in to do things and then got ridiculed by some others who weren't willing to jump in to do things. And so I so appreciate that. And then you also mentioned the pyramid. Was that Maslow's hierarchy that you're he
It
said,
might be,
the pyramid and getting to the top of that, because that self-actualization, that's in Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
it has to be. There is a certain 5% of me that I can only tap when I'm with someone like yourself. I can't do these things alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this has been just absolutely delightful. And as we wrap up, I want to get your definition of innovation.
Innovation is image streaming. Innovation is having vision, like the flex capacitor when Doc Brown hit his head and he saw it. Sometimes people have these visions or these dreams I mean, if you want to talk about innovation, you can think of the Industrial Revolution and putting things together, the widget, or the people in the science lab with the big whiteboard and all the numbers and charts and designs. My innovation is the connection from nothing to something. And it had to have come from somewhere. And it's the metaphysics that we will never be able to truly explain that somehow puts you where the stars are aligned and everything seems right, where your mind and body are at the right place for you to have this idea that pops into your head, and then you put it into action. The first image I had, besides the call center, which I worked in, so I knew the industry, but my innovation came with the logo. I was sleeping one night and I had this vision of Art Deco building, because I love that style, and Broadway font, and CCC in neon lights. So I woke up the next day, bought some clay, and put together what I think my logo should look like. And so in the course of those hours of thinking and putting it together, like as a child playing on a floor, more and more I was putting it into it. I knew perfectly well that this is exactly where I needed to be to get that chispa going, get that spark, blow on it a little bit. Hey, Yolanda, I'm seeing some smoke. Wait a second. I see a spark. Wait a second. It ain't going out. Wait a second. I think I can make this into inferno, something huge. Either grow big or blow up. But guess what I created? Something out of nothing. Like a magician that does a red herring, a sleight of hand. But in this case, it wasn't a sleight of hand. It was literally a feeling that turned into a focus, that turned into an idea, that came out of me into something that was physical so I could see it, that then all of a sudden turned into that. So, my good friend, innovation just doesn't have to be in business. Innovation could be a beautiful thought to have with a loved one, or innovation could be something with your own health. So instead of forcing yourself to go to a gym, maybe you like other things to do. And maybe since I spoke Spanish and one of my friends did, I met a bunch of people that they would have never met. Not that they didn't want to, but they wouldn't have been able to communicate with them. And so think that you should be able to open your eyes and your ears to other communities where, just like you and I in the beginning, where I met you, water seeks its own level. Water seeks its own level. And if anybody in the future ever says to me, hey, you know Yolanda Sanders, that's my buddy. Doctor's great. I'll remember you for the rest of my life. And the fact, and I know we're going to continue talking and stuff, hopefully see you one day, but I do know this, that in my lifetime, the fact that I was able to spend an hour with you, that is a beautiful candle that is never going to go out, that will last me the rest of my life. And so if you can do this with people, if it's 5 minutes, if it's an hour or a lifetime, try to share magic and happy and special so that someone remembers you. And when they hear your name, they smile and they go, I like that person. I know that's my buddy. And that's just a beautiful way to live life, where you can be happy for others. Me today, you tomorrow.
Richard, thank you for that definition, and then also walking us through actually putting it in practice and in the example that you gave, and then wrapping it up just beautifully with the humanity part of it.
That's right.
So appreciate you. I will definitely be bugging you about being on the podcast again in the future. And you have just given us so many nuggets of advice and inspiration. So thank you again for being here.
My true pleasure, Yolanda.
To our listeners, if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And do not forget to follow us on social media and check out our website and stay connected and keep innovating in your own life. So thank you for tuning in. Keep innovating, keep dreaming, and keep making a difference.